ANC Secretary-General Fikile Mbalula has lashed out at the DA, accusing it of being anti-transformation amid talks of a reset in the government of national unity. The party's National Executive Committee met over the weekend and resolved to have discussions with other political parties. The move follows multiple public tussles between the two biggest political parties in the coalition government. Mbalula did not mince his words when it came to the DA.
The DA's posture reflects a deeply entrenched neo-imperialist mindset that seeks to subordinate South Africa's sovereign right to chart its own economic destiny to the interests of foreign powers and domestic elites. The ANC will not retreat from defending the economic freedom of our people. Our government's principled and deliberate approach remains firmly rooted in the struggle traditions that guided us to liberation and continue to guide us in building a sovereign, inclusive and just South Africa.
This is not the only partnership that's on the rocks. The ANC's relationship with the South African Communist Party is another. The SACP has resolved to contest the 2026 local government elections independently. However, Mbalula warns that there will be implications. But what does that mean for Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Bladen Nzimande, who is chair of the SACP, and Buti Manamela, also an SACP member who has recently been elevated to head up the Higher Education Ministry?
The resolution of the SACP is forcing members of the ANC who are members of the SACP to choose between the ANC and the SACP. So the notion of dual membership doesn't fall away, but the implication of that decision essentially says choose between the ANC and the SACP.
Mbalula also took a tough stance on the 30% tariffs slapped by the United States and threats from President Donald Trump's administration.
The whole of our nation must be punished. He's not coming to the G20 and then that is it. Despite the fact that facts say something different. In the delegation, you've got prominent business people from South Africa who say that this thing you are talking about is not the way it's unfolding in the country and all of that. But they are not retreating. They are intensifying. So it's to basically coerce us to do things that are anti-transformation. It's not possible. If it means we're going to suffer through sanctions as leaders of the ANC, let it be.
Mbalula, however, did not provide clarity on how the party will push to soften the blow for South African companies impacted by the tariffs. The Secretary-General was also mum on which parties it will be engaging with to join the GNU. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Zoleka Qodashe in Johannesburg.